of the AC Evaporator Core DIY for BMW E60 M5. There it is. The battery is disconnected, the negative terminal or the black wire. Okay, so we have, as you guys know, you saw the first part 1. We disassembled the electronics, disassembled the vents, the steering wheel, and the center console here. And now we're going to go over and remove the dash. And in order to do that, we have to remove the one screw for one cup holder and the other screw for the other. They're located here, one here, and one right here. Okay, they're very small Phillips little screws that you have to remove in order for this dash to be free to move. Okay, so this side moves. Okay, we have one screw, and we have 2, 3, and then 4 here. One more there. Next step is to remove the heads-up display cover. Here's the cover. Just snaps right out from here. Okay, now you're gonna use the pry bar to do that. Simple. It has 4 clips. Just unclip them, slowly clip, and it comes out. A little side note here, before you pull hard and break this assembly here, just remember that this pillar here, cover, is attached to the dash. It's attached to the dash with a couple of attachments here. So you have to remove it, remove one screw here, where the airbag cover is. There's an airbag, there it is, airbag cover here. Just pull it up and use the T25 torque to pull this one out, and then you can remove this pillar and safely, hopefully, remove the dash from this side. The other side, probably we're going to do the same thing, because it moves, but it doesn't allow this side to release. As you can see, the dash is disassembled. Do not forget the pillars. They're the key. If you don't get the pillars out, the pillar holders out, the dash will not come out. And that's definite. So let's get it out. The only thing that we forgot to take out is the start button. So it's connected with a wire. It's a long wire, as you can see. There it is. So I have to either remove the connector from here, but I think that I'm just gonna remove it from here, pry it out slowly, just take it out from here. Maybe I'll change this button because it's faded. And back with yet another connector that we forgot to disconnect, and that's the speaker here, the center speaker. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull it down. You don't have to even disconnect, just pull it down, and it is disconnected. And let's see, actually, yeah, we have to definitely disconnect this because it is wire that's connected to the hood there. So we're gonna disconnect this, and finally let's hope that there's no more wires that hold this beautiful dash here. Next on the list is to remove this metal frame, and it has a couple of screws. One here, one on the opposite side. There it this, it's almost removed. Okay, then we have one here, one on the opposite side over there, a couple of others that we have to remove in order for this frame to get out. So far we have the passenger side, one screw here, okay, we took it out, there it is. One here, took it out, you had to remove this sponge to reveal. Okay, and then we found one here, we mentioned this one before, and also you have to pry these out like this, pry them out, 1, 2 plastic things that hold onto a screws here in order for you to remove this wiring. You have to pry it out, and very easily the wiring will be free so you can remove this frame. Same thing, we're going to repeat the process on the other side. Other side, same thing, we have 1, 2 screws here, okay, and then the duct has a regular Phillips, just like this one here. Just unscrew it here and this one will pop right off. Okay, so there's 2 screws here, one was missing, I don't know why, but the other one was very hard to remove because I only have the 6 millimeters short arm wrenches here. This ones did not work because this is the inch ones, okay, they were loose, so I would have stripped the screw there. So luckily I found this one. The 6 works perfectly, but it was very hard with my bare hands to do it, so I used this bar here and I leveraged it, I placed it. So what I discovered is that I have to take out the heads-up display in order to gain access to this screw here of the frame and one more screw here as well. You can see it from this side. So we have to remove the heads-up display. That's going to be a, I think, rough experience, but it shouldn't be, you know. Step by step, we're going to take it. Okay, we're going to use the T30 to remove this 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to go from there. There were 3 screws for the heads-up display, 1, 2, and then one more here. And then the unit moves and you can freely disassemble it. Just take it out. You have to remember that this adapter here goes behind this one here, so it holds, they snap when you attach the screw here, and then they come together and snap in one place. Okay, so this wire here went around the display, around the heads-up display. It was here around this twist. Now I'm gonna disassemble it from here as well. There it is, 1 more, 2 more. It's gonna go all around nicely, and then probably has a connector here that I have to disconnect. Right here we have another big connector that we have to disassemble from the heads-up display. Wire goes around here. It was nicely tacked in here, okay, and you just disconnect. Probably this is ground, just disconnect it from there and that's it. After you remove the heads-up display, everything pops up and it's nice and clear. You can see 1 screw here, 1 there, and I think these are the 2 last screws that we have to remove before this skeleton comes out. You need the 13 socket here. So we have this attachment here, this screw, upper side, and this one as well, middle. This was free, and that was free here, and that was free. So after the heads-up display was disassembled and 2 screws were removed, everything comes out very easily. And pull here, pull on the other side, but do not forget to deattach the ducts here. They are ducts because they're very tightly attached. Just have to pull them and they deattach from the other plastic, from the core that we need to remove later, and you can just remove this very easy after that.